to do it this way. Looks like my battery's not shot. Welcome back, everybody, to Indiana Sports Radio Network, God's Word 24/7 in sports. And let's go inside the Coach's Corner now for the very first time this season for 2017 and get a visit with the assistant head coach for the Southport Cardinals. And, man, it seems like a long time ago that we finished the season, but really it hasn't because of all the spring drills that continue, the summer work, the supervised area, and getting into the weight room. And Coach, it's never a time off. It's 24/7.
No, it's not. It is a full-time job. The kids are always working. We've got the weight class that they're all in. We've got our spring throwdowns. We've got our summer workouts. These guys don't get much time off, and it's tough on the coaches, especially our wives, understanding that it's not just football season. It's a full-time job.
And really, in this day and age, you don't have the luxury or opportunity as a student athlete to either play 1 and 2 and 3 sports for a 6A team. You usually have to make that commitment to one, and that's what you want.
Yeah, it's kind of the day and age with the specialization. We encourage our kids to play multiple sports because it's good for them to play multiple sports. They get, using different muscles and different movements or better athletic enhancement. But overall, just the day and age, it has become you specialize in football or basketball or whatever your sport is, and that's what you do.
You've been back to school now, at least academically, since the end of July, and here it is almost a month later. So the kids are in that routine of going to class, coming to practice, so they know what's expected of them right now.
Yeah, we're full go. I mean, it's these guys, like I said, it almost feels like we've been full go since June. So they know the expectation. You kind of have those first couple practices where they're getting used to being in school, but they adjust pretty quick, and they're kids. They adapt.
The coaching staff obviously is in an almost daily evaluation period. You look back on what happened last year with the way that you guys finished with another successful year, but each and every day you're looking at seeing what progress you're making, what steps you take back, and then go forward. Is that kind of the process?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a constantly, we talk about the depth chart being constantly moving, our offense, our defense, adjusting to our personnel. I mean, every day is an evaluation, like you said. We're looking at kids and where does he fit here? Where does this kid, is he better offense? Is he better defense? Should he be in the 1s, the 2s, the 3s? It's just nonstop moving.
And it always comes to my mind when we're up in the booth how the fluidity is when you're making changes all the time. Guys going in and out, they got to know where they're going.
Yeah, and it's. I think it starts with the kids buying in, but also the coaches. We have a great staff. They're on top of knowing who their guys are and who's supposed to be and communicating what packages they're in. Whether it's in our passing package or our nickel package, dime package, whatever it is, and just knowing who's where.
I know that the scrimmage was a controlled scrimmage a week ago. It's against Decatur Central, but that kind of a practice with another team is helpful, is it not?
Yes, it is. With the IHSA rules now, we're allowed to do some of that in the summer. So we're allowed to have a few of those controlled type scrimmages in the summer with shoulder pads and helmets, no pants. So it's good for us to kind of go against someone. Our goal with the scrimmage is to get through it healthy. If you can get through it healthy, you got a chance to be successful. So that's kind of our look at it.
This is the 10th consecutive year now that Southport has met its Southside rival in the Roncalli Rebels, and let's just take you back 1 year ago on August the 19th and an unbelievable finish. And I always say, Coach, that game could have set the tone for the rest of the Roncalli season leading to a state championship.
It definitely did for Roncalli, that's for sure. They propelled themselves from our game and went on to win 14 more, I think it was.
It did.
They took that energy at the final 26 seconds of that game. We've been conditioning them. We've been talking about finishing the game. We were right there on both sides of the ball, had our chance, and just didn't get it done.
And this being a parochial school in Roncalli, that definitely was a Hail Mary.
Yeah, it was a great play. The kid scrambled around. Our kids got a little antsy and tried to make a play when they didn't need to make a play. And he threw a ball and just hung up there, and I thought our guy was going to get there, but he didn't, and that's,
I don't know if you know this, Coach, but Mr. Fisher, who caught that football, that was his only touchdown of the year.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Of course it was. Yeah, that seems about right. A pretty big touchdown for him.
You know, I'm talking to Scott Marsh, the new head coach for Roncalli, just yesterday. He said pretty much that there are no secrets to this game as to what each one is going to do.
I've gone against Scott now for 6, 7, 8 years now since he was over at Perry Meridian as the head coach, and he's a defensive guy. I'm an offensive guy, so we've had our battles. It was really cool to see him over at Roncalli last year and getting to go against him again there. And it's going to be fun with him as the head guy again. So Scott's a great coach. Like you said, there's no secrets. We know what each other's going to do. It's going to come down to the kids executing the game plans. And
Coach, we're very proud to be back with you as your radio voice here at Indiana SRN, and we wish you nothing but success.
Thank you very much. We're glad to have you.
Outstanding.